I don't know anything about that. You'd have.
You don't clean the room. You don't peek around where there's stains in the corners.
Ask about the sheets.
The sheets are the same. The sheets are the originals. They're the ones Vicky had sex in. Yes.
How much for the sheets?
Shut up.
Well, you just got a glimpse into her home life.
Shit. Oh, she gets nasty.
Shut up.
Shut up.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning. And welcome back to another episode of Hard Fact. I believe this is number 952. I don't do the research before the screens, but I think it's 952. Today's definitely a Friday, and that would make it May 27th. So boom, nailed it.
There you go, June.
Yeah.
Coming right at you.
Yeah. Here we come, June.
Here we come, June.
We got Wes. We got Pat.
Hello.
And then I'm Mark. What's up, y'all?
Hi.
Yeah. So, not much. Yeah. What's up with you?
We do this show every
Exhausted.
fucking day. If you're new here, it's every day. Every day. Every day. So
And a couple extras with the Patreon too.
Yeah. If you want to be a part of that, here's what you do. You go to patreon.com/hardfactor. Here's the deal. There's 2 bonus shows a week. It supports the boys. Plus, there's our Discord, which is fantastic. It's where our community hangs out. Okay, got tons of threads in there. Right now, we're running a fatathon, which isn't really as much of a competition as it is a weight loss support group, I'd say. But
That's
it's fantastic and it's fun. It's a blast. So join the Patreon. Lowest tier is $5 a month. That's a beer for the boys. That's
got a couple ladies in the fatathon. Shout out what Courtney's doing really good in there, I think. Yeah. Thanks for doing that, Pat, because I wrote a spiel for Patreon, but now I don't have to really do it.
There you go.
In a few minutes.
I'm sorry for wasting your time. If you wrote it, then I'd say
no, it's okay. I mean, it's better to come from the heart, anyways. Mine's like,
you never get that time
I'll probably
back. Are
still
you sure?
do it. I'll probably still read it later.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, things that we forgot to do, the prank call to the motel. So,
right. So let's give a little context here, real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, essentially, this is the hotel room that Vicky White and the other White stayed in. And for some reason, I thought Wes was lying when he covered the story that people are just clamoring to get in this thing. There's a waiting list at this motel, the room they stayed in.
Casey and Vicky White hit out in here, banged for sure in there, and now other people want to bang in the room Casey and Vicky White
It's a
banged
smell waiting list. It's a sniff waiting list.
So this is the third inquiry we're making to see if we can get access to the room.
So let me just call him real quick.
Motel 41 in Evansville.
There we go. Let me give him a call.
Room 150.
That's the room that they stayed in. Yeah.
They stayed in 150.
See if you guys can hear.
Yeah. Get it nice and close. Yep.
Right up on there.
I'm going to try to dial the room too.
Yeah, I think we tried it. Yeah, that makes sense. Do that first.
Yeah.
Last time we called 150.
A little bit closer. Get a little. There you go.
Please be in there.
Again, they're just fucking and sniffing.
Yeah, they don't have time to pick up the phone.
Right.
Uh-oh.
It's busy time.
Yeah. She's probably cleaning up room 150.
It's a chore.
Yeah.
Good evening, Motel 41. How may I help you?
Good evening. I'd like to book, or actually, yes, I'd like to book a room for a month.
Okay, you would have to call between 7 and 3 tomorrow and ask them if they have a monthly rate.
Okay, that's price is not an option. I'd like it to be room 150.
That is on a waiting list, and we haven't got it up yet.
Okay, can I have the list of names and phone numbers? I'd like to pay them off. I'd like to get in there as soon as possible. You see, I'm a very tall man, and I've met a woman on cleftlip.only.com, and we're going to pretty much take over that spot as Casey and Vicky White. So we're going to be there for a while. In fact, can I buy the room?
You'd have to take and call tomorrow and talk to the owner.
Okay, I'd like the owner's number. Again, I'm about 6'8", but when I have shoes on, 6'9", which is
what's it smell like in there?
Yeah, what's it smell like in there? I'd like to keep it as it was.
Hun, I don't know anything about that.
You don't clean the room. You don't peek around where there's stains in the corners.
Ask about the sheets.
The sheets are the same. The sheets are the originals. They're the ones Vicky had sex in. Yes. Yes.
How much for the sheets?
Shut up.
Oh, you just got a glimpse into her home life.
Shit. Oh, she gets nasty.
Shut up!
That was awesome.
They got to get someone else to answer the phone.
Oh, that's the same woman. Yeah.
That's the
No,
same
that was
woman.
a different woman. That's different.
Are you sure?
Really?
100%. Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
We're gonna stitch these together. We'll have to listen when they're put together.
We'll talk to her next week. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get her again next week.
I think the shift changes in one more hour. Yeah.
Oh man, she said shut up. All right, you guys want to do the news? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, it's me calling back. I think someone just told me to shut up.
Yeah, I should call her back. Let's do it at the end of the show. What's it called? We got to get that as a sound clip. Her shut up.
Shut up. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get with that. That needs to be a recurring clip. All right. So we do, like the honorable mentions, the trending stories, right? The cream of the crop. But first, we do a fun fact. And today, the fun fact is that Fernando Ramos of Buckeye, Arizona, was arrested this week for hit and run when he hit a 60-year-old on a bicycle with his car and fled the scene. And the reason this is the fun fact is because this is the guy I was talking about that lowlife Louis sent in with the amazing mugshot. And please, behold Fernando Ramos.
Oh my God.
YouTube.com/hard factor. If
It
you
looks
want
like
to spit out,
a snake that just ate.
if you want to spit out whatever is in your mouth.
He looks like a Men in Black character.
There's no way that's real, right? But it is.
No.
That's real.
And you say he did something fucked up so we can make fun of him?
Yes, he hit an elderly man in his car and ran from the scene. Hit and run. Yeah.
Do you think they weren't going to identify you?
I've never seen anyone. I've never seen go to the face that bad.
It looks like he melted.
His face was like a church. Well, his whole head was like a church bell, really.
Yeah. He looks like one of those like toys you can just like mold, like move it around. It's
Star
incredible.
Wars, yeah.
Yeah, Jabba the Hutt style for sure.
He's Jabba the Hutt style.
He's definitely Jabba the Hutt. So there you go, Fernando Ramos. Thank you.
He keeps the prostitutes busy and that Buckeye.
Oh yeah, all of his sex is paid for, 100% of it. Not a single time has he had sex looking like that. At least maybe when he was younger.
By him, it's paid for by him.
Yes, paid for by him. All right, let's move on to the honorable mentions. Not great. Ray Liotta, the iconic actor, star of Goodfellas as Henry Hill, the real-life mob snitch, has died at the age of 67 in his sleep while he was filming a movie called Dangerous Waters in the Dominican Republic. So the Caribbean has claimed another American. Rest in peace, King. Goodfellas. Holy shit, that's a good movie. Yeah,
they're having one of those classic movies at the Paramount Mark, and I think Goodfellas is one of them. I think we're gonna go check it out.
That's amazing. Interesting timing there. And I'm sure a lot of theaters are going to add it now this summer. Apparently, he was spotted in LA a few months ago looking very pale, and he even needed help by like a valet to put on his jacket when he stood up, and he was unsteady on his feet. So he may have been like sick with whatever was going on for a couple months, a while. He leaves behind his fiance, JC Natolo, and his 23-year-old daughter, Carson. And I'm definitely going to, I don't know if I'm going to Paramount, but I'm definitely going to be watching Goodfellas again very soon.
I might take in a little Field of Dreams.
There you go.
Classic.
Unlawful entry.
Copland.
Ooh, Copland is fucking... Copland's not great, but it is good. Copland is good. It's a fun watch. You want to go back to it.
It's good. Okay, next up. Carnival Cruise Ships, the Spirit Airlines of the Seas, is having trouble again. This week, one of their ships caught on fire. And a few weeks ago, they had a massive COVID outbreak. Carnival, when you're here, you're in danger. You know, that's, that's a free one, Carnival. Don't sue me. Both of those ships set sail from Florida. Happy Florida Man Friday. Here's the Patreon plug. Full Florida Man podcast is available now on Patreon. Patreon.com/hardfactor. For just $5 a month, you can get all the Florida Mans and Discord and merch discounts. It's a great community on the Discord, right? And if you pop the clutch or send in the car, the benefits just go up and up. So check it out. And that's 2 Patreon plugs, so we're expecting at least 10 new patrons today. Please. Please, thank you.
Guys, don't be thirsty. No thirst here.
Come on, join the community.
You guys are like Carnival Cruise Lines with these $139 cruises. I'm looking at
we
right
are.
now.
We're like the Carnival Cruise Lines of Patreon.
I mean, what do you expect? It's $154 for 4 days on the Bahamas to Port Canaveral.
Well, they put you to work, Pat. You have to put out the fires and, stop people from jumping overboard, which has happened a lot. So the Carnival Freedom, that was the name of the ship that set sail from Florida, caught fire in Grand Turk on Thursday. And just take a look at some of it's pretty bad.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I mean, it's on fire. Like, it's not a small fire.
The big, wing that you see on the ship is on fire.
The tallest part of the ship, is badly on fire.
The iconic piece of the ship.
Yeah,
if it didn't,
one of the promos, where you fly over it.
You want to sleep through that if you're on the cruise. You don't want to be awake you don't want to hear that.
Oh, it's a barbecue. Yeah, it's not good.
That's fucking bad.
That's bad. The ship had 2,500 guests and 970 crew on board. And another ship, the Carnival Conquest, is going to have to travel from Miami without anyone on it besides the crew to pick everyone up from Grand Turk on Saturday and then take them back to Florida on Monday. So they're just like chilling on a burnt ship for a couple days.
Oh, they're not letting them off on Grand Turk? They're just keeping them on the ship?
I'm not sure. Maybe they got off on Grand Turk, but they're staying either on the ship or in a shitty location in Grand Turk for like 2 to 3 days. And future trips for the Freedom have been canceled because they have to figure out what's going on with it.
How is it when we took a Carnival Cruise Line?
Yes,
18 years ago.
That's correct.
It was
the same price.
It was $450. No, it was 3 times as much.
Yeah.
How is it? How is it a third of the price?
Let's watch and see what happened on the Carnival Spirit. Yep, the Spirit. That's the name of this next ship. It's a news clip from a few weeks ago, and maybe it's because of COVID, Pat. But let's see. Let's listen.
Carnival cruise ship who are in quarantine in Seattle after a COVID outbreak. Carnival won't say how many travelers aboard the Spirit were infected. They were moved into isolation in local hotels after the ship docked in Seattle on Tuesday. This happened just days after Carnival reactivated its entire fleet, which had shut down when the pandemic began. Nikki Batiste has one of the passengers'
Florida to Seattle, how beautiful.
Overwhelmed at sea. That's how some passengers aboard Carnival's Spirit cruise ship describe staff upon learning of a COVID outbreak.
I've been on 7 cruises since August.
Whoa.
And of course, COVID is always a concern.
Darren Seifertson was among those who tested positive.
I literally stayed in this room for 6 days with no telephone service. They wouldn't answer the phone.
Seifertson says his travel companion and roommate stayed with him in the room despite testing negative. And
that means his prostitute. Did you get that? Did you hear that?
Yes.
And cabin numbers of those who had contracted the virus was posted.
It's put everyone's name and room number out.
Unfortunately, this ship was so unprepared and so mismanaged that many of us suffered greatly.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Nikki Batiste.
His roommate
7
and travel
cruises
partner.
since August. That's a lot of cruising.
They nailed him at the end. 7 cruises since August. That's a lot of cruising. You piece of shit. Stop complaining. Yeah. You asshole. Why don't you get on a better fucking boat then, you piece of shit?
Try Viking.
Do you really deserve to be cruising at this point in your life, bud?
7 Carnival cruises in 11 months, you piece of shit. 10 months, like, fuck off. Yeah, he definitely had a prostitute on there or 2. So yeah,
his roommate.
Yeah, his roommate. So Carnival, there you go.
I'm having to pay her lost wages. This is horrible.
Carnival's back at it. The whole fleet's been activated, and they're back up to their bullshit. All right, have you guys heard about the new Elvis movie coming out? It's written and directed by Baz Luhrmann.
Baz Luhrmann,
the guy who he wrote and directed a bunch of things like Moulin Rouge and The Great Gatsby.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, he perfected the live musical, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, he's into fancy set pieces and he's real theatrical. Probably, probably gay is my guess. If he's that good, if he's that good at
he's
set
foreign.
Pieces. True, but double whammy. The guy could decorate your house. And anyways, it's probably going to be pretty good because it's Elvis and it's theatrical and they've got Baz on it, so that's good. Also, I'm just going to base it solely on the fact that the star, the guy playing Elvis, Austin Butler, had to be hospitalized after the film wrapped because he didn't know who he was anymore. He got so into the role of Elvis, he couldn't exit being Elvis after the movie. And if Heath Ledger taught us anything, R.I.P. Heath, that's a bad sign for Austin and a good sign for the movie.
Can you do me a favor, put this photo back up?
Yes. Which one?
The one of him as
the
Elvis
one. Yeah.
So when they had the makeup meeting, was it like, okay, they put up a picture of Elvis and they were like, no, this is Elvis. We want our guy to look like a lost social media influencer attempting to get enough plastic surgery to make himself look like Elvis.
Right, like the guy we interviewed that's trying to be Korean?
Exactly, or the guys that try to be Michael Jackson.
Right.
That's what this looks like. This is horrible.
If you tell him that, he's going to kill himself. I don't know if you just heard, but he's not doing well. Apparently, this is the movie that Tom Hanks was filming in Australia when he got COVID a couple years ago, remember? And they shut down the filming for 6 months, but instead of going home to California and just going back to their normal lives like everyone else did, Austin Butler locked himself in an Australian apartment, lined the walls with photos of Elvis, and just listened to Elvis music nonstop and read about his life for 6 months straight. Just immersed himself in Elvis and became Elvis. He says, you can, quote, lose touch with who you actually are. And I definitely had that when I finished Elvis, not knowing who I was. So he thought he was Elvis.
I feel like that's kind of like a humble brag that you're a great actor.
Right.
I hate this shit.
Depending on what path you're going down in your career, like this might be like calculated and a great thing for him. Like
you're gonna hate it even more in a second because it wasn't even.
You want that Oscar? Okay, well we're gonna put out that you lost yourself in the role. You need to be hospitalized. People love that.
Exactly.
Yes, you're gonna hate it.
He's so dedicated to the.
You're gonna hate it right now because the hospitalization wasn't even for mental stuff. It was actually physical. He said that once the filming stopped, he woke up at 4 a.m. the day after shooting, and his body was in severe pain, and he shut down, and he was bedridden for a week because he's done being Elvis and he was dancing all the time and now he's not dancing. Who knows? But he was hospitalized because his body shut down on him.
Did he get real fat too? Like later
which
years
era of Elvis did he do?
No, he was young. Did you
the
see
pain pills Elvis?
You see this guy? No.
No, I know, but I don't know if he gained weight.
They probably put a fat suit on him at the end.
I mean,
he did not gain weight.
What a terrible makeup job. It's a hard. So like the thing about these biopics, right, is you do the trick is you do them far enough removed from when the person died, so that the consumer base, the people watching it, don't really know what the icon looks like, and then the actor playing that person redefines what they look like, a la Jamie Foxx and Ray, a la Joaquin Phoenix in Walk the Line. This is like a.
They should have got Jared Leto, who did when he was in that Italian movie when he played the Gucci guy.
How's it Gucci? He looks like the fucking
Christian Bale would have
the Surgeon General from Escape from L.A. That Bruce Campbell played, where he's all fucking jacked up.
Yeah, it's like if a lesbian went for Elvis to Halloween.
Yeah, no, I know it's not great, is it? Well, here's the deal. He I guess acted his ass off, even though he doesn't look like Elvis. And good news, if you're into World War II Elvis, because he now, after he got out of the hospital, he went straight to a new movie set where he's starring in a World War II movie called Masters of the Air, and he said that he still couldn't shake Elvis, and so he just basically did that movie as Elvis.
Even after he was all shook up, he couldn't shake Elvis.
No, all shook up. He goes, thank you very much for dying, you Nazi scum.
Dropping the bombs. Oh.
Tell me he doesn't look like the Surgeon General from Escape from LA a little bit.
Yeah. Didn't Bruce Campbell play Elvis too and Baba
in Boba Hotep?
Boba Hotep.
There you go. That's why you're half of the pop culture reporting team here on Hard Factor.
That's right. Elvis comes out June 24th. I don't know when that World War II Elvis movie comes out, but that's going to be hilarious.
It's not a World War II. I mean, Elvis did serve though.
He's not supposed to be Elvis, but he said that all of his mannerisms and he's just he still was Elvis when he filmed the World War II movie. So.
Do you remember when that was a thing? Like that was a thing like during World War II, and I don't know if they did it during Vietnam, but like where celebrities like went to fucking war. They were like,
I'm gonna do it. Some of them.
Yeah.
In the Ukraine, they do.
Those NFL guys that went to Iraq, died. The brothers or one of the brothers.
Pat Tillman.
Pat Tillman.
Tillman's,
Yeah.
That's very rare.
It's
Ukraine,
rare.
all of the celebrities stayed. It seems like all the male fighters and stuff. Hey, that takes us to this thing.
The cream of the crop.
And that's our number one story. Today it should be called The Cream of the Crap, P. Dude. Why couldn't it have been Kevin Spacey instead of Ray Liotta, everyone thought yesterday. They are about the same age and level of fame as an actor. The wrong guy died, as Kevin Spacey is alive and well and now facing 4 new sexual assault charges in England and Wales for allegedly raping multiple guys while he was living there and running a fancy schmancy theater, the Vic Theater. Yeah.
I mean, look, Kevin Spacey is the better actor. Okay.
Talk as Kevin Spacey, like here.
Kevin Spacey, you're the better actor.
Talk to him.
Now, you're also better at being a creep and sticking your fingers in dong where they don't belong. Whereas Ray Liotta was better at not sexually assaulting. Whoa.
He's got some secrets.
He just can't help himself.
No. In fact,
he hasn't even made a comeback yet, and he's still raping?
No, Pat. In fact, well, you'll see. This is
his
years,
comeback?
This is from years ago. No, it's just news stories coming out.
Coming on back.
The official, he's coming on back for sure. The official charges are sexual assault of 3 men, and Rosemary Ainsley, who's the head of Britain's Crown Prosecution Service's Special Crime Division, this is like Law and Order SVU, said that Mr. Spacey had, quote, also been charged with causing a person to engage in a penetrative sexual activity without consent. So he raped somebody. Spacey cannot be formally charged unless he enters England or Wales, though. So he's just hanging out in his creepy home in the U.S., doing creepy things, and not booking any flights to London. He's just got his secrets in his little house in the U.S. Come here, serve me some grapes, boy. The news release said...
100%, that's what he's doing.
You think the Crown's going to, like, Argo him, set up a fake movie studio and like start sending him offers for roles?
That would be amazing. Yeah. What if they drugged him and like so they got it? It's like a multiple location movie shoot, and they get him on a plane and like give him like an Ambien or something to pass him out, and then when he wakes up, they've flown to England.
Oh no, that would be bad.
Fucked.
That would be bad.
The news release said the charges concerned 3 complainants or whatever. The incidents dated from March 2005, August 2008, and April 2013, Pat. So this was back when he was the artistic director of the Old Vic Theater in London, which is like no joke. They gave him like, he was in charge of like a really fancy theater.
What's the statute of limitations on raping a guy?
There is none. If he goes back to England, he can get arrested for rape. I think it's like different by state, but I'm pretty sure 20 years is the minimum. And I think rape one is like murder for most places. There is none. Sexual harassment or touching is different, but rape is like never ends.
What's the statute of limitation on raping a guy in a theater?
Yeah, never.
Did you say a theater?
Yeah, theater.
Yeah,
5 years.
I don't think there is one. All the incidents occurred in London except one from 2013, which occurred in the Gloucester, in Gloucester, England. The Metropolitan Police said that one of the men was now in his 40s and the other 2 were now in their 30s. They did not provide their exact ages now or when they were assaulted, but if you do the math, it's the incidents were 2005, 2008, and 2013. So they were in their early 20s, and he was in his late 40s and 50s, as he's now 62. He likes them young, Spacey does.
What a gross guy.
One person who remained anonymous said, he was involved in the theater, working there the whole time, and he said the same time Spacey was there, I was working there, and basically, if you were male under 30 and you worked at that theater, Spacey was groping the shit out of you. You couldn't avoid his hands and his crotch. Anyone under 30 that was good-looking male was getting touched, groped, fingered.
He's asking you on a date.
Yeah,
I heard that the crew actually made shirts that said, "This is my personal Spacey."
Yeah, they did. They did. It didn't work. He was just fucking anyone under 30 that wanted to be cast. If you want the role of Puck, you're going to have to fuck, was the Vic Theater slogan during a Midsummer Night's Dream run.
A Midsummer's Night's Dream.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, boy.
A Midsummer Night's Cream.
Yeah, exactly. What else? Othello. What else?
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, Lady Macbeth. Gross. I want to fuck this 30-year-old dude. You may remember Spacey has a bunch of previous sexual assault allegations, like the first person to publicly accuse Spacey of sexual misconduct. You remember him, actor Anthony Rapp, who said that in 2017, Spacey made unwanted sexual advances toward him in the 1980s. So Spacey's been doing this for 40, 50 years now. When Anthony was 14 years old. Oof.
Yeah.
This is one of those known secrets in Hollywood. You know, they have a lot of these.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there's a massively huge difference between like wielding your power over adults, which is not fucking okay, a la Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, I don't think it's okay.
And fucking children. Like,
none of it's okay.
Yeah.
None of it's okay.
You're saying a lot of people knew about this before this came out.
Yeah. You're doing a which one's worse, Weinstein or Spacey? I don't know.
I mean, you know that before you're hiring to run the Vic or whatever. Like that's the thing. It's like, you know who'd be great for the Vic? Spacey, and then you're like, oh, do you know about his tastes?
The Americans were happy to get him out of here for a while.
No, you can have him for 5 years. You know, he's on loan.
That's right.
Get his passport.
They like that, and the EPO they do transfers. So he transferred his ass over there, his creepy ass over there. He banged every young theatrical England male. Then a former television anchor accused Spacey of sexually assaulting her son, and then that waiter, remember, and all the cases ended up being dropped. He probably paid them off behind closed doors. And then in 2017, it was 20 people who worked with Spacey at the Old Vic Theatre in London, and now he has 4 specific accusations from this week in 2022. If you're an attractive dude between the age of 12 and 35, steer as far clear of Kevin Spacey as you possibly can. He will grab you. He will fuck you, whether you want him to or not, allegedly. And that is today's cup of coffee.
How did he make it through filming Baby Driver with what's his
Ansel?
name? He must have been just on
the
edge.
Shit out of that kid.
Yeah,
he fucked the shit out of that kid.
Yeah. And you know, Ansel commits to a role too, so he's like playing. You know,
look, I mean, I don't want to. I guess I'm going to keep slinging mud, but Ansel just got in trouble a couple years ago for sexually assaulting, allegedly, like a 17-year-old girl when he was 25. So the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Maybe he learned from Spacey. He denies.
Who else is in that movie?
He said, exactly. We need to get everyone in Baby Driver and send him. Send him to England.
Isn't there something on John Hamm going on?
He's just got a huge penis. Hopefully he's not sexually assaulting anyone. He's going to put him in a wheelchair. Ansel said it was consensual and that he ghosted her and that she's just mad, but that and he feels like a jerk, but that he didn't rape her. And she said no while they're having sex. Anyways,
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's today's cup of coffee, which was brought to you by Black Buffalo. The Hard Factor boys are big tobacco guys, right? You already know that. Dipping is a really enjoyable ritual, right, for us. But there aren't a lot of quality options. I've always dipped when going on long drives or if I'm about to write a cup of coffee like I did today, which takes a couple hours. It takes a couple dips from Black Buffalo. But I've been looking for an alternative for a while, and I found it with Black Buffalo. There are alternatives for everything these days, even meat, but where were the high-quality tobacco alternatives? Well, they didn't exist, and now Black Buffalo does, thank God. If you're over 21 or over and you dip or chew tobacco pouches or long cut, you have to try this tobacco alternative, right? Black Buffalo, it's amazing. Black Buffalo is everything you love about dipping, including pharmaceutical-grade nicotine, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. It's literally made from edible green leaves and food-grade ingredients with the same flavors, texture, aroma, pack, and nicotine as traditional tobacco products. They produce a bunch of different flavors. You've heard of us talking about before. My favorite's blood orange. Wes is a wintergreen guy. I think Pat's blood orange too, right? Yeah.
That's me,
guys.
man.
I know my guys, right? They sell their products at blackbuffalo.com. So go check that out. And I think it's really screwing up on me here. Did someone just paste something in the document?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get back to it.
Nice work, Wes.
I didn't paste anything. It was definitely
paste something. Does Kevin Spacey get his hands in here?
Definitely didn't do it.
So you got to go to blackbuffalo.com, right? They also
Excellent, Wes.
They also have zero products if you want to get off the nicotine completely. It's completely made in the US of A. born in the Midwest, raised in the South. They do small batches, so the quality's good. And yeah, I love everything about it, including the branding. Check out their fucking branding on their packs and their hat. Look at the sick hat. I think Wes is giving one away.
Ooh,
right?
I love the stitching on the back of that hat, man.
Looks real cool. Looks like Baylor or something. Like, anyways, it's 2022. Are you still dipping traditional tobacco or those white portion things? If so, and you're 21, it's time to get with Black Buffalo. It's everything you love about dipping, just without the actual tobacco, leaf, or stem. Head to blackbuffalo.com and use promo code HARDFACTOR. That's one word at checkout for 25% off your first order. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use that code, HARDFACTOR, for 25% off your first order. One last time, that's promo code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your first order. This warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine's an addictive chemical.
Yeah,
there you go.
It's also awesome.
Yeah. You know who's a big nicotine guy? Ray Liotta.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I've noticed something as I get older. I feel like shit a lot more often. It takes a lot less to make me feel like shit, either mentally, physically, you name it. But
one piece of information.
I have been getting into CBD.
Yeah.
CBD is pretty awesome. If you don't know, CBD is an extract from the cannabis plant. Totally legal, 100% legal. And it's not the psychoactive part. It's the chill part. It's the body high part, if you will. And Feels, who's our partner in CBD right now, they make a better way to feel better. It's premium CBD. Keep your head clear, right? None of that psychoactive trash. Just the body stuff, just the chill part. And it makes me feel better when I'm anxious or feeling weird. I've been getting this thing in my legs recently from sitting in a computer chair. I pop Feels.
Yeah, shit
usually
legs.
In the evening. I call it shit legs.
Nerd legs.
Diabetes legs is what I call it.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
But I don't have that.
Diabetes legs. I call it no legs now.
Is it a tingle?
I call it 1 foot.
I mean, it's but
tingle.
I combat it with Feels. And you can too, guys. If you're new to CBD, Feels offers a free CBD hotline to help guide you through your discovery process. That's cool. Or you can just take it from me. They have a hassle-free membership program guaranteed to help you feel your best month after month. That's my favorite part about the Feels is you get the package, you know what you're taking, you parse it out. I'm a type A organizer guy when it comes to my month. So I like to look. This is my Feels. This is what I got going on. Bam. And then that's, did I take my Feels? I don't want to be running too far behind or too far ahead. But it makes me feel good every day. Comes directly to your doorstep. New natural way to enjoy CBD. So if you want to get down on some Feels, we recommend you do. Feel better. Here's how you do it. You go and become a member at Feels, FEALS.com/factor. You got to do that at Feals.com/factor. And you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. So it's pretty much nothing. It's worth a try. Trust me on this one. Especially if you're not feeling all that great. If you want to try something different, always try something different. CBD has both a body and a mood effect. So Feals.com/factor. Become a member. Get 50% off your first order of free shipping. Feals.com, FEALS.com/factor.
I like what it does to my body.
My buddy. Guys, today we have a good old-fashioned lightning round.
Living on the edge of a lightning bolt, and I do not apologize for that.
Yeah, let's take it back. A lot of news to get through. It's Friday. I want to get you through it. That's why I did a lightning round. A lot of stuff. Saw a ton of stories. I was like, I like these all. The Hive needs to know about all of these.
Thank you.
So let me bring them to you guys. The Brennan Center for Justice has shared the fruits of their recently filed FOIA request. Well, probably not recently. Probably filed it like 15 years ago, and they finally got the data. But what they got is a whole rack of PEADS. You guys know what PEADS are?
Pedophile?
Yeah,
Nope,
that's what I was thinking.
Nope, not that. No, this is a good thing. PEADS. 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 What are they? Well,
Stampedes?
Nope. Okay, I'm just going to tell you. Yeah, they are documents. They are the Presidential Emergency Action Documents, of course.
Oh, that was my next guess.
PEADS. And guys, what these are essentially pre-written executive orders that will be issued to Congress in the event of a wide range of potential emergency scenarios. You remember that famous Dana Carvey clip where he's doing Ted Koppel going off for the weekend? and he's just doing every possible scenario. It's like that kind of. PEADS began with Dwight Eisenhower.
They're just pre-written?
Yeah, they're pre-written. It's the presidential executive power. They want to be prepared
like
based
if aliens come and all that
That's
stuff.
one of them. Yeah. So it started with Dwight Eisenhower as preparation for
Kevin Spacey gets loose.
Exactly. Nuclear war. And they've been expanding PEADS over the last 12 presidents. So it just keeps growing and growing to include plans for everything from like under what circumstances the government can censor news reports, restrict the use of U.S. passports, to things like
yikes. I think this is good.
When it's good that we know it.
Okay.
When and how to detain certain ethnic groups in camps.
Whoa.
And what to do and how to respond if Britney's released from her conservatorship. Now,
I'm going to sign it. No, President. I want to sign it.
Yeah, that memo's outdated, but I guess no need to declassify it now. But anyway, the plan only had 6 words on it, which is sit back and watch the show. It's fucked up, but if you want to check it out, it's BrennanCenter.org, and it's a really interesting read. So the documents they got declassified obviously are the PEADS, but then there's a whole bunch of other shit. Like I was reading about the Kennedy administration yesterday, and like the FBI wiretaps they had on whom, and it's interesting to see each president and effectively like what freedoms they're ready to take away from you at a moment's notice.
Yeah, the FBI was not happy to.
No, they were not happy.
Fulfill that FOIA request.
They've never leaked and they've never been released. So they were just.
What's their plan for Asians? Let me ask you that.
Well, so
check Brennan Center out.
They had the plan to put people in camps, and there was a memo.
I think they're gonna have it to build a giant Rubik's cube and get them all to go try to solve it. And they lock the gates.
Oh, let's move on. We're moving on, guys. Guys, it looks like the nonstop.
They like puzzles.
Let's move on. You can go to BrennanCenter.org. If you want to check it out.
That's what I would do.
It looks like the nonstop action ride that is televised court proceedings as of late of A-listers will keep trucking on as President Trump lost an appeal in the civil case against him to not testify. Of course, this is the case where he undervalued or overvalued his properties to suit him as a tax avoidance. And now the whole family is going to have to go and talk in court as part of the New York civil proceedings. So get ready for the battle of the decade, which won't be taking place on the courtroom floor, but inside Trump's head, as his lawyer's advice to plead the fifth dukes it out against his uncontrollable need to attack his haters in a brain brawl for the ages. No data.
Is this going to be televised? Yeah.
I really fucking hope so. I mean, we're going to be able to get audio recording at least.
I feel like spoiled because of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. Like now, any high profile case, I'm expecting great coverage.
Oh, dude, and we have the Trumps. We have Don Jr., Ivanka, and Donnie.
Oh, it'd be must watch.
We're going to go to like 1,000 appeals though, and like delays with this shit. I mean, that's what happens.
People are the judges are pretty fed up with like his legal maneuvering. So, I mean, look, it's a civil case about, if you watch the Dirty Money documentary, you'll see what he did, which is, tax avoidance.
Like with the golf courses and stuff.
Exactly. He would devalue or overvalue a property so he didn't have to pay tax on it. He's got to face some music. But yeah, that's coming. No date set, but just get ready. We'll keep you informed. In news from the continuing problem corner, I'm going to run through these real quick. A gun and a loaded magazine was found in a second grade student's desk at Sacramento High School. Cool. A man is dead after being shot by police after several schools were forced into lockdown in Toronto.
Wait, you say second grader in high school?
Second grader. No, it was a second grader a gun was found in their desk with ammunition.
Okay,
Sacramento.
You said high school though. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
They found like an assault rifle on some kid the day after in Texas.
We're getting through. There was 5 or 6 fun things in the continuing problem corner that occurred right after the massacre in Uvalde. A man in Toronto is dead. Actually, hey, cool. How's it feel to have one, Canada? After there were reports of him lurking around a couple schools with a rifle. An angry man, you might have seen this video, I'm not going to play, but an angry man in Seaside, California was taken into custody after opening fire on deputies from the balcony of his shitty apartment. Police in Richardson, Texas received a call at 10:55 a.m. on Thursday about a male Wednesday, male walking around Berkner High School with what appeared to be a rifle. Police arrested a 17-year-old student who turned out to have an AK-47 style pistol.
Just go to summer, Just go to summer. Isn't it summertime? Just go to summer, y'all.
And an AR-15 in his car. But don't worry, guys. Well, the AK-47 style pistol was, in fact, a working firearm. The AR-15 was a toy that fired Orbeez. So not so bad, right?
Yeah.
But the other one was real.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, moving on. Guys, 3 people have been charged after the Florida... Yes?
Do you want to do an update on the new guy that died from
Yeah,
heart
let's
attack?
talk about that for a second.
Yeah. One of the teachers, I guess, one of the 19 kids and 2 teachers, one of the teachers, the female that died, I wish I had her name. Now I feel like a dick. Her husband just died of a heart attack because he's probably just heartbroken, and they had 4 kids, so he died yesterday.
Yeah, her name is Irma Garcia.
Yeah.
And her husband's name...
Something Garcia.
Joe.
Yeah, so that's okay. There you go.
Still a lot of really difficult pieces
Small
of that
town
to swallow.
Uvalde. That's going to be really tough for them for a very long time.
I don't know. The police are taking some real heat on this one right now.
Yeah, the update on that is that it took him an hour to get in. They weren't. Parents were trying to get in. They weren't letting them get in. Apparently, maybe the guy wasn't greeted by an officer at the front door. Right. There's a lot more to come about that, but that doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, the police are in trouble on this one. It's sounding like.
Yeah, I mean there are varying reports, so we don't know what's confirmed. I saw the one of the CNN reporters went pretty hard at the spokesperson for the police department, being like, "Hey, we're looking like assholes right now because we're getting bad intel. What happened?" And he was like, "Oh, we're working it out, so we're not. They're not sharing, which usually means that
plenty of people know what happened."
Yeah. Right. Anyway. More to come on that, guys. Let's move on to Florida. 3 people have been charged after the Florida Department of Law Enforcement completed its investigation into a campaign finance scheme in the 2020 Florida State Senate race. And this is interesting. I've never heard anything like this. So it was 3 people. They were charged with running a scheme to run a ghost candidate. The charges allege that Justine Falea Ionati.
Justine?
That's Justine. J-E-S-T-I-N-E.
2 names combined.
Justine
and Jessica?
Well, it's Justine when you're drunk. Justine, you got to drag it. Justine.
All right.
Anyway, Justine Falea Ionetta, she ran as an independent who had no intention of winning whatsoever, but instead ran the campaign as a liberal in an effort to detract votes from the Democratic challenger in the state Senate race, Patricia Sigmund. The issue here, guys,
isn't that the movie that what's-his-face made a couple years ago?
Which one?
The Daily Show guy, Jon Stewart. Isn't that like the similar plot line to that
I watched
movie?
that, but I don't remember. I think the issue here, guys, is that $600,000 in PAC money came in to fund this fake candidate, and the woman lost the race. It's claimed that it's dark money to support the Republican candidates for state senator. So right. I just know. I mean, that's pretty interesting, man. I haven't heard anything like that before. $600K.
Why'd they admit that?
They got caught because they were like, "Who are you? We've never heard of you." Justine.
You caught me. I'm not even named Justine.
I'm a former stripper.
That's 2 names put together. You caught me.
Sending out a lot of mailers, Justine.
You see, the 2 brainiacs behind it were Jessica and Justine, and we just smashed them together.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on, guys. In a little bit too on the nose announcement, the Power Rangers brand laughed in the face of the supposed Power Ranger curse that we covered earlier this week.
To their own demise.
Yeah, by the way,
what?
To date has left 85% of the actors who've interacted with the franchise dead or in jail.
Yeah, I would not be. Who's still available to scoff at it?
Look, guys, maybe they're not reading the news, but they announced yesterday the pending release of a brand new Power Ranger. That Ranger, of course, is called the Death Ranger.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
Are you being for real?
Yeah.
Are they doing a new show?
It's coming to the comic first, and then if it's successful,
Could you imagine casting for the new Power Rangers?
I'm cool.
It's like Final Destination. They should just do a Final Destination movie, which is like them rebooting Power Rangers.
They should put Kevin Spacey in the new Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's like Baby Driver 2.
There you go. And finally, guys, as part of our ongoing reporting to keep you abreast of every scientific breakthrough that will get humankind one thumb closer to the robot handjob, scientists at the University of Oxford have reportedly developed a method to grow cells directly on a robot skeleton. Pretty cool.
Making them human.
Yeah.
Flesh. Yeah.
Guess what, guys? The researchers keep towing that same tired line where they pretend to forget that necessity is the mother of invention.
These things are going to have like the perfect hands and mouth and holes and just like nothing on the
everything
arms.
Else is
nothing
jacked
on
up.
the arms and torso.
But I swear to God, every time the scientists have a breakthrough that's just clearly for the hand job or the blow job, they're like, we don't know what we're going to do with it, though.
Why is that doll always in a turtleneck? It's because it's only its hands and mouth are really worked on.
Yeah. No, they literally said that. They said, we don't exactly know what we'll use this for. Yeah. And I think it's safe to say that we'll figure it out for you, bud. Don't worry about it. This is pretty much the reason that robotics was invented.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
okay. We're just calling them sex slaves. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should. Yeah.
One of these days they're going to turn on us because of all the really dirty shit we're going to do to them.
Bad head and hands, aren't you?
Yeah. Everyone's going to be a Kevin Spacey, their own Kevin Spacey at home to a robot.
Okay, guys, one more piece of business before we get to voicemails and reviews. Bird dogs, right? We love them. If you've tried them, you love them. They're the most comfortable short out there. Built-in liner. They are the short of summer. If you're going to an amusement park, if you're going to the beach, you can get them wet. They dry right off. They got zippers in them. Perfect short for your summertime.
Playing some sports, going on a walk, playing disc golf.
I mean, anything. They're the best. They also got pants with no liner or liner, whatever you prefer. And they are truly comfortable. Bird dogs have completely changed the game. Their shorts, pants, and joggers are made from the finest, high-quality material and come with built-in liners to cradle your stovepipe for all-day comfort. And who the fuck likes being uncomfortable? Nobody, right? It's time to upgrade the shorts and pants of the future. Your balls will thank you. So go to Bird Dogs, enter promo code HARDNEWS, and they'll throw in a dad hat. I believe it's just, like a very Kevin Spacey type hat he might wear with a Bird Dogs logo on it. That's birddogs.com, promo code hard factor or hard news. And boom, a free Bird Dogs dad hat with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off, I promise. It's like a driving hat.
Yeah, it's a dad hat.
Yeah.
You don't have to call it a... Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Hey, Kevin, why are you smiling? Years of secrets.
Oh, man.
All right, guys, we only I think this might be the week that kills voicemails and reviews. We'll decide later.
Yeah.
But we only got 3 voicemails and 1 review. So
let's do a different segment at the end of the week, huh?
Yeah. Why don't you guys send us in some suggestions if you have any suggestions for what we should do at the end of the week? Because
right now we're kicking around some ideas like spinning a wheel with topics and then doing like a quick monologue on a topic, whatever it lands on.
Mm-hmm.
We could do internet comments of the week from not necessarily related to our content, but just that we find.
Right.
Kicking around a few ideas, but I think voicemails are
yeah.
about to go away.
Yeah. But we did have 3 of them this week, so we're gonna play them, and we got 1 review. First, the review from Sport Court 12, 5 stars, best podcast around. It's MT Boy 406 from the Patreon. What's up, buddy? Stole my girlfriend's phone to leave this review. Love you all, Wes. We got to get you that Trailblazers hat to match the 49ers one you already have. Have a great fucking day. I would love a Trailblazers hat. I was looking in the other day. There's some fire Trailblazers hats out there.
Dude,
so maybe
DM me.
I don't know why the Trailblazers gear, for whatever reason, encompasses like a certain era of vintage. Like,
it's awesome.
I tried to get a Trailblazers jumpsuit, but I couldn't find a full one. But dude, the old Trailblazers logo,
bro. If you got like a vintage, like $250 Clyde Drexler Trailblazers jersey, oh buddy,
yeah, I've been looking at
Duckworth. Come on,
they're fire.
Who's Clyde Drexler?
You're kidding, right?
Clyde the Glide, baby.
I'm kidding. Come on, man.
Kidding,
Look at this one.
He's a hockey player, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Get a Kevin Duckworth, bro.
Hey.
Duckworth Blazers.
Damn it. I thought I could pull it up. Oh, well. Okay. Let's get to the voicemails. First one. Here we go.
Good morning. What's up, Gorilla Dip motherfuckers?
He's going.
Long-time listener, first-time caller here. Wondering, marry one, fuck one, hear one. Amber Turd, Brie Larson, or Miley Cyrus. Love you, boys. Have a great fucking day.
Nice. Was that a Gollum filter, or was he just in it?
He was in it, I think.
He was wearing the ring, bro.
That's Josh. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good.
So if you didn't understand him, it's Mary Fuck Kill, Brie Larson, Amber Heard, or Miley Cyrus.
You kill Amber Heard, right?
No,
you couldn't marry her.
You have sex with Amber Heard.
Okay. Well, you can't marry her. She's out of the marry option.
No, unless you want to end up in court.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
I'm killing her.
You're killing Amber Heard?
Too.
Yeah, killing her.
Okay.
I'm fucking Miley, and I'm marrying Brie.
Yeah.
Fucking Miley, huh?
Pretty much the clear choice. I'm with Wes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm killing Miley. I'm marrying Brie, and I'm fucking Amber Heard.
All right.
Okay.
You think Amber Heard's a better lay than Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Is she? That's what Miley would say. That's what Miley sounds like.
I have a feeling that
you guys want to smoke some salvia?
I have a feeling that Miley Cyrus would be into anything, including anal, whereas the only anal Amber Heard's going to give you is poop on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone poops, Mark, and Miley Cyrus sounds like a 10-year-old boy.
Does she?
No, she doesn't.
With a cold.
With a cold?
No.
Does she? I don't know.
She's got a smoker's voice, that's for sure. But
yeah,
it's kind of trashy and hot at the same time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Hello, motherfuckers. It's Colin from California. I've got a list right now of who can't root for Texas when Texas is back. Now, the list goes as follows. Number 1, Grayson. Number 2, Curtis, former Wolfpack president. Guy got kicked out of the Wolfpack. It's a TikTok thing. You gotta watch him. It's pretty funny live. But, number 3, Marty fucking Mush. Fuck Marty Mush. He can't root for Texas when they're back. And number 4, Michael fucking Moore. Fuck that guy. I hate his fucking giant chin and his one fucking lack of chin there. And newly added to the fucking list, the biggest piece of shit when it comes to talking about the Amish, and that's fucking Amish Brock. Fuck you, dude. You're not allowed to root for Texas when they're back.
Damn.
Fuck you, dude.
Colin's coming for some people.
Coming at Michael Moore, the documentary filmmaker?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Michael Moore, the
He
documentary.
said, if he feels badly about Michael Moore's neck, he can't be a fan of Roberto Ramos. Fernando Ramos here. What is going on with this guy's head?
Oof, I don't know.
It looks like someone dropped something really heavy on one side.
It's like a hematoma.
And he was a cartoon. Yeah.
It looks like someone put eyes and nose and mouth on something that's not a face. You know what I mean?
It's a condition for sure.
He's got a big Ed thing going for sure.
Yeah.
His condition is he's jello.
My condition made me hit that man and run away.
Yeah.
I was melting.
Look at that Blazers hat. That's fire. I love that one.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at that, Wes. You gonna get that?
Girl.
Probably, yeah.
You gonna pull the trigs?
Yeah.
Trigonometry?
Why wouldn't you?
Blast it, Wes.
Pretty good. Okay, last voicemail from none other than Colin's favorite person.
Good morning, boys. Amish Brock calling in. This week I'm not calling in with a fact. With everything going on, it doesn't seem appropriate. Sick to my stomach with all these shootings that are going on and nothing getting done about it. Coming from Lancaster County, I do own guns. I think that's a popular thing in this area, but looking at what's going on, there's no way we should be able to purchase guns the way that we do. There's no reason that at 18 you can walk into the gun store and after 15 minutes walk out with anything that you want in the store. I don't know what the answer is, whether it's sitting through a 40 or 60 hour class over a period of weeks just to get a license to buy a gun, and then having to do continuing education every year to keep that license. I want it to be an inconvenience for you to own a gun. I want you to make sure that you're qualified to own a gun if you choose to do so. And with the schools, I don't know if we should make a higher teaching position where teachers have the option of going to almost like a police academy or a boot camp, and getting paid a higher salary, which they all deserve, and make this a position people would want to not only teach the youth, but also to protect them. I don't know what the answer is, but something needs to be done. And hopefully soon we'll start seeing results. All right, boys, have a great fucking week and stay strong.
He's got a bunch of guns because he's got to fend off the Amish.
And they don't have any.
Right.
Here's good news, guys. Mitch McConnell said that he was urging the top senator, Republican John Cornyn, to start working on a bipartisan action to address mass shootings. Now, don't pat these motherfuckers on the back yet, because why now? Why now, Mitch? But sure, hey, we'll take it. Hopefully, they can come together and, yeah, I mean, not that it's all on them; it's on our community and our society too. But hopefully, hopefully something.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully something.
Well, that's going to be our last.
And then if that doesn't work, we can do something next. And if that doesn't work, we'll try something else.
This last voicemail wasn't even about Amish people.
Nope.
And we had the Amish crash this week too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I put it after Colin to make Colin feel bad.
Yeah, and also Colin. Sorry, man. Like Michael Moore, his seminal film is Bowling for Columbine. I mean, they just played at Cannes.
Not the right time to talk shit about Michael Moore, right?
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Because of the gun thing.
It's okay. We love you anyway, Colin.
But this guy, I liked his voicemail. It was good. That was a good voicemail, Colin.
You want to try to call the lady back to see if we can end on a higher note?
Yeah. Who wants to call her this time?
I don't. I want to save it for next week. It's okay.
Right, let's save it then.
Yeah, I don't want to milk the cow too hard.
I want up on me.
Shut
up! Shut up! She snapped.
Yeah, no, you got her. You got her pretty good.
Okay, well, let's spin the wheel for Jobbies next week. Is Will going to be on? Will's off.
He's off one more show.
One more show. Okay, here we go for Sunday.
Wes is the coffee
man. It's fair. It's fair.
Well, there's going to be a tragedy this weekend, so because Wes got coffee.
Sure, there will be.
Alien invasion. Mark my words.
If you want to know what's likely to happen, go to Brennan Center. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. So, good luck. Stay safe out there. Wes is on coffee. Not a good sign.
Right. Yeah, we love you. Do stay safe, but most importantly, have a great fucking weekend.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.